We don't have a winning formula, neither under Kieran Pollard nor coach Phil Simmons. It is time for a change. So says former West Indies player Mr. Carlisle Bess. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, he had that to say among many other things when he appeared on the Mason and Guest show the other evening. So I am going to be taking a look at a couple of the things that he had to say. I am going to be raising some questions for you guys to answer. You know, we also see where St. Kitts and Nevis, they would have benefited a whole lot from hosting the last CPL. Some numbers were released yesterday, and based on what I am seeing, yes man, they can say that, you know, they probably were happy to have hosted the competition based on the revenues that they were able to get from it. So we're going to be looking at those two stories. But before we go any further, my viewers, if you are new to the channel and you have not yet subscribed, I'm going to ask you to go right ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also make sure that you turn on the post notification bell and leave a like and drop a comment. All right, so let's get to the meat of the matter. The first one that probably going to open a lot of eyes, where another former player has actually come out and, you know, is criticizing the current, well, he's not criticizing the team this time. You know, he really called out the coach, the captain, and, you know, he was really asking, why is it that CWI find it so difficult to part ways with these guys? Yeah, and that's, well, to part ways with these guys. No, as I said, the Mason and Guest show, you know, if you want to hear some real cricket stories, you definitely have to tune into that that program there. Now, as I said, he raised the question why CWI won't part ways with them. He pointed to the fact that both men took over in 2019. That is Phil Simmons and Pollard, as it relates to coaching and captaining the team. I think that is when they took over, yes. And, you know, he's saying that right now, based on how things are going, these guys do not have a winning formula. We have played so many games under them, and there have been a couple of near misses, yes, but a win is a win and a lose is a lose and a loss is a loss. You understand? He's saying that, boy, you don't really look good. So this is my question to you guys, outrightly. Do you all think it is time for these two guys to go? And if so, do we readily have a replacement in mind that will come and take over as it relates to captaining the team and coaching the team? What do you guys think about that? You know, let me give you another quotation. He is quoted as saying, "What kind of leader is not going to be accountable for results?" And I don't know if it is because of how these guys speak whenever we play games and lose, or when we play series and lose the series, why he's saying that. Because truth be told, some of the times, my viewers and subscribers, when we come out on the bitter end of sticks, when we lose games, so some of the conversation, some of the way in which these guys speak, it would appear as if, you know, they're just not too worried. So is Mr. Best right to be calling out the coach and the captain outrightly, or should he be looking to call out the team on a whole? It's a pretty young team, so is he onto something? Should they get a different coach and a new captain to try and lead this bunch of guys and not leave it up to these two guys that would have gotten an opportunity to lead both a senior and a youth team for a period of time? Is he correct? I am just throwing the questions out there now. As it relates to Pollard, you guys, a lot of persons were calling for Pollard's head after the T20 World Cup. As I said the other day, I was one of them that said, no man, give him a couple more series, about 2 more series to see how it goes. But after this, who is it? We played England and India. I think we played a couple more series after that, man. After I can't do. Why I can't do sorry for Pollard anymore, yeah, man. Anything that happens, I am hoping that it will work out. But as it relates to giving these guys more time, I'm not too sure what more time will do. We'll probably just continuously hear that we are turning the corner, things are going to change, and we need to be patient. Where patience is concerned, this is something that for years, 20 odd years now, we're hearing this. That I born come start watch West Indies cricket and hearing that we need to be patient. In Jamaica, we have a saying that says, wait is a heavy load. I can't wait any longer. I need change now. And when I say change now, I mean change in performance. Not necessarily change in captain and coach. I need change. I need to see changes in performance, man. Good gosh, man, my viewers and subscribers. It is too bad, man. You understand? T20 is what we are known for these days. And if we can't even do a thing in T20, what sense does it make? What sense does it make? Anyways, let me not take over and start preaching. Let me continue with what Mr. Best had to say. He's saying that going forward, we need to focus on performance. Performance based is what we need to look at. So when these guys come out and start talk all sweet sort of things, that is the coach and the captain, and start saying, oh, look at this, oh, look at that, we need to zoom in on performance. Performance is what will count at the end of the day. I know it is nice sometimes when you come out and say, oh, we have a good crop of guys coming through, and then all of a sudden you see two of them continue, two gone the next way, two just stop playing, and all that sort of foolishness. We need performance. We need to focus on performance. That I agree with. No, Mr. Bess is also quoted as saying, we need a winning formula, but we do not have it under these guys, as we are seeing the same things over and over and over. So basically, repeating what he said at the top, we definitely need a new formula, because what these two guys are doing, it is not working. We saw it with the senior team, and we saw it with this, and we are seeing it currently with this young team. When we say the senior team, we're talking about the Pollard, the Gale, the Russell, the Bravo, all of these guys that were there. And now we're having these youngsters, and it's basically the same thing. And then we're going to hear that, oh, those guys were over the hill, that is why they didn't perform. No, for a period of time, we're going to hear that these guys are young, and that is why you have to give them time until they reach an age of 30, 31. You're going to hear, oh, these guys are transitioning now, they are old, so we need to look at youngsters. And we hear the same thing over and over and over. So I don't know, my viewers and subscribers. I don't know. Anyway, he went on to say that, and I quote, the writing was on the wall long time ago when Pollard mentioned that IPL and Trinidad and Tobago, those two entities are more important than West Indies cricket. And this is me quoting Mr. Bess. I don't remember Pollard outrightly saying that. Not saying he didn't say it, but I can recall him outrightly saying that, to him, IPL and Trinidad, are more important than West Indies cricket. It could have been in a time when he was off up and down around the place playing T20 cricket, and he was being criticized, and one could say that he was being victimized by CWI. Maybe that is when he said it, but as I said, guys, I can't remember him saying that. Not saying it wasn't said, but Mr. Bess is saying that Pollard had said that. Let me repeat it. The writing was on the wall long time ago when Pollard uttered that IPL and Trinidad and Tobago, those two are more important to him than West Indies cricket. As I said, I can't remember Pollard saying that. You hear much time I say it, guys? This is not me accusing Pollard of saying any such thing, that IPL is more important to him than West Indies cricket. I don't remember him saying that. Right? I'm just quoting what Mr. Bess, our former player, had to say. And I have to start to even out things, because where these former players are concerned, oftentimes they come out and they're always criticizing. Very rarely do we see one or two of them come out and say, here are 10 things that I think if you put these in, these will help us to sort of improve. They're always pointing out issues, always pointing out problem, but you don't see any of them coming on any program or any channels and saying, all right, here are 5 things. I believe that these are the things that will help to fix West Indies cricket. I know it's not that easy to fix, but at least come out and say it, man. To show that it's not only about criticizing, but also helping, trying to help. But that is basically what Mr. Bess had to say as it relates to Pollard and the coach. Now, the final story that I want to talk about is St. Kitts and Nevis, my viewers and subscribers. As we know, they hosted the last T20, the last CPL. And based on the numbers that are coming out, I'm no mathematician, but based on what I'm seeing here, 88,698,200 US dollars. That is the revenue that was actually received by the body, right, over there in St. Kitts. And no more money was spent to do this and to do that. But apparently, after the calculations and the auditing and everything was done, well, maybe not auditing, after the calculation and everything was done, that is what they are saying, they were able to make from it. So, kudos to them. Kudos to them. I mean, the organizers would have spent a lot of money to get this to get the CPL up and running the other day. Things worked out, and I'm happy to know that St. Kitts benefited from it. The CEO of CPL, he was saying that it's a good look. It's good to know that the Caribbean is benefiting from the CPL like that. And where West Indies cricket is concerned, I guess they are trying to develop players to eventually go on to play international cricket. So that is what he's saying. We know that when it comes on to franchise cricket, it is business. It is a business model. It is not built around building West Indies cricket. It is business. You understand? Thankfully, some of these same players will go on and represent West Indies and do well. But we all know that when it comes on to franchise cricket, it is really about building one's pocket more than anything. But yeah, that is basically it, my viewers and subscribers. You can go down in the comment section and let me know what you think about this one. Zane, Sports to the Bone. I'm out. Big up on yourself.